Right, so I have my battery of 80 cells all set to be soldered. I have the bus bar hot glued in place, both for ease of soldering and good mechanical strength when I connect and disconnect the module. Now I'll be using fuse wire to connect the batteries to the bus bar, both on the negative side here and doing the same thing on the positive side, but I first need to apply solder to the negative terminals so that I can then reflow the solder to attach the fuse wire. First things first though, fume extractor on because lead-based smoke. Alright, so at this point, you can see each of the cells has a nice little dollop of solder on the top. Quick check to make sure that there are no solder bridges, which would defeat the point of the fuse wire. Now for the fuse wire, I'll be using 0.2 millimeter tinned copper wire. The closest gauge I could find was 36 AWG, or 36 gauge wire. The important thing is it's thin, and it blows at about 5 amps fault current pretty much instantly. So for each pair of batteries, I'll take the fuse wire and reflow the solder just enough on one battery to make it molten, to stick the one end of the fuse wire in. Now this is really thin wire, so just a tiny bit of solder needs to go over the top. Re-wet the solder, wait for it to change color, make sure it's got a good hold. That's pretty good. Just drape it over the bus bar and tack it down to the neighboring battery. Again, reflow the solder just enough to make it molten. Dip the fuse wire into it. Let it harden. I'll take my snips, cut it more or less flush. Now these two batteries, their negatives are connected together and they're just resting gently on the bus bar. So give it a tiny squeeze to make good contact with the bus bar. Note that it's not soldered yet to the bus bar, it's just resting there. Now I'll do the same thing to the other 39 pairs of cells. Right, so I found one cell that had managed to desolder itself, so everything is good now. So I hope you found that video interesting, a bit of a view into how I'm building up my battery packs. Next time I'll do the positive side, and then we can get this module into the PowerShed. As always, YouTube, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.